Hey everybody, it's me. I know I've been away for a long time, and also a lot of stuff has come up, and a lot of new 40k info has basically been popping up, and a lot of new stuff has basically come to fruition. So basically a few months ago I pre-ordered Dawn of War 3. And the thing is that I did not just pre-order Dawn of War 3, I also pre-ordered the collector's edition. Now, basically with 40k, I have been really kind of going into the collector's editions lately, mostly because the collector's editions look so cool, and it's a collector's item. You really don't want to get rid of it. And even though that 8th edition has dropped, which basically has nullified my Space Wolf Codex and likely Curse of the Wolfen, I am gonna I'm still gonna keep my stuff. So basically, I have my trusty hobby knife here. Actually, shit. One thing I should have learned from my days in the mailroom. Get the stuff out, then cut into it. As many of you have guessed, it's actually an unboxing. I mean, this so I don't jab myself. And like that, the person who mailed this thing sent it in upside down. The packing slip was on the bottom, which is dumb as you know. Dawn of War 3 Collector's Edition. And I just love the look of the box. I haven't even taken the plastic off yet, and it's like, look at that. And it's like each face of the box has a thing that the faction would say. Only in death does duty end, which is a very famous Space Marine litany. Bring only death and leave only corpses. I like that. Even though I kind of was like, I like that. And get 'em, boys. It's like this is beautifully well crafted. And I know basically a lot of you have seen the collector's edition unboxing online, but it's like I feel like these guys are not really into it. I feel like or they're so zealously into it, or they're so zealously into it that you can barely understand what they're saying. This one, like the Space Wolves, cold, calculated fury, or cold, calculated fandom. Furious fandom. So, yeah, that's a good feeling box. Double standard. Ladies, don't be offended by me. Oh, that's pretty awesome. You've played the game, now discover our miniatures, which is actually good. I like that. They're trying. This Games Workshop has this had this tradition where they released information where they didn't really talk about their information. So, Eldar, Space Marines, Orcs. I like it. It's a really cool thing. It's a really cool item that you want to keep along. And here is the disc book. I I wonder who's the poor chump whose skull that is. And look at this. This is beautiful artwork. I like it. It's amazing. This is the disc. This is the disc book, which should contain the game, which I think contains. Yep, it contains the game, and should also contain some background stuff too, if it will release if the damn book releases the disc. There we go. So I think, like, because they said this will have, like, this will have like information, but also it has a soundtrack to it. It's like a very cool soundtrack. Release, damn you, release! Wow, 4 discs in here. So it was like I'll have to cut into this later. So let's see what else is in here. So the collector's edition downloadable content pack, download code. And you can't have customer support, so you can't be too careful without customer support and warranty. Now, this is just, we barely even scratched the surface here. There's more inside. Okay. You might hear some rumbling around here, mostly because it's like, right now, right so far, it's a lot of, so far we got a lot of planes coming around here, and also also my fan is on, so I'm going to be sweltering a little bit. This is just awesome. These are beautiful. Space Marines, Orcs, Eldar. These are the scrolls. These are the scrolls that they have, and they're so beautifully well decorated. Ever since I pre-ordered it. It's swimmingly awesome. Ever since I bought the edition, the collector's edition, I've been thinking of putting these up on my wall, and it's like I spent a good week trying to figure out how am I going to do it. So then I realized, oh, you know what? Just take some string, tie the ends, and then put a hook on your wall, and you can basically have these little scroll-like war totems. So that's the Eldar one. Careful. Yeah, that's awesome. You it's like, so basically this is just intense stuff. So yeah, these are so going up on my wall. It's gonna take me a little while because I gotta clear off my wall in order to kind of get these up, because it's like I got some stuff from high school on my wall. I got some which I don't have very fond memories of, and I got some other stuff. I've got some like years ago I played the game. I got the game Supreme Commander for PC. The first time I got it, my computer couldn't run it, so I needed a graphics card, a strong enough graphics card. And my favorite faction, yes, it's the namesake faction. The Space Marines. I just love it. It's kind of like a, because this is like, this isn't really exactly entirely Space Marines. This is kind of like, in death there's duty end type of thing. But so these are kind of the banner scrolls that they have for the armies. Because it's going to be three factions. Because so far in the game, it's going to be three factions. And the thing is that a lot of people are complaining that the space that, like, why have three factions? It's like, why give us three factions? It's like, I want the Dawn of War 1 expansion, basically a remastered Dawn of War Dark Crusade. That's what a lot of people are That's what a lot of people are wanting. It's like I really don't care. I like Dawn of War 1. My first Dawn of War game was Dawn of War 2. My very first Dawn of War game was Dawn of War 2. I then played Dawn of War 1. Dawn of War 1 was actually pretty interesting. So it's kind of like with the Dawn of War 2. So it's like I really don't care. I might actually, this is like one of the things is that I'm actually trying to get into the multiplayer of Dawn of War. Because it's like I felt like I really didn't know what I was doing in Dawn of War 1 and Dawn of War 2. Actually, wait, I should not be putting these back in. Because I have to get to the centerpiece of this whole collection. And there, that's the centerpiece. A big block of foam. Well, no wait, there's more in it. I can find me darn Harvey knife. Here it is. With my bits of Space Marine stuff. Space Wolf stuff, actually. I'm not a major loyalist. Careful. I'm a loyal son of Russ. That's what I am. That's the thing I do. Easy does it. One of the things I don't want to do is really do some damage that I'm going to regret. Because, of course, many of us have done things with 40k stuff that sometimes we regret. I once knew a guy who basically at my old Games Workshop store, back before the workshop moved to a new location. He left his drop pod out. Outside to give it a chance for the paint to dry. When he got back, it was gone. So to stop it from, so basically what they did was they gave him a new drop pod free of charge to replace the one they lost. And it's like, oh, look at that! Someone would steal another player's thing without even knowing. Oh, what is this? Oh, maybe it's a toy that I can give my kid, or something like that. Now let's see here. I've broken through the shell. And lo and behold, oops, it's a meat tenderizer, or Xenos Tenderizer. Oh man! When I took a look at this thing on videos, I thought like, oh, you know what? It's not gonna be so cool. It's like, oh, it's gonna be looking so cool. I actually thought of it was gonna be bigger, like really fill my hands up. But this is the Demon Hammer God Splitter, Gabriel Angelos's personal Thunder Hammer. There's a stand in here, and it should have a base. Hold on, my base is here. Ah, here it is. It's in the other layer of foam. So let's put this together. I just love that. That's great detail. This is hard plastic, by the way, so everyone knows. It's like, you can see the wear and tear of the, because this thing was Gabriel's for a while. Oh, so that's how it is. Oops. Don't want to lose a screw. I'm already considered crazy by some. Okay, so this is how it goes. Do it. And into the slot. Into the slot it goes. I think that's how it is. I think. I'm gonna have to learn how to this thing gets in here. But anyway, this is the Demon Hammer God Splitter, and of course, everyone, any 40k player would know that a Demon Hammer is usually given to Inquisitors. It's usually a weapon used by Inquisitors. So it's like I'm gonna have to learn how to balance this thing. But anyway, this is actually pretty good. It's got some good heft to it. So if someone tries to invade your head, you can use the spike bits to kind of bash their head in. You'll lose a perfectly good model, but it's actually effective. Looks nice and effective. You can kill a few demons with this thing. But so anyway, a lot of you have. So anyway, onto the full 40k stuff. So technically, in Warhammer 40k, in Warhammer 40,000, they're releasing a new set of core rules, which is that we're gonna have movement values. Weapons are gonna be a little more different, are gonna act differently. And I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to it. People are thinking, it's going to be the end. They're going to turn this into Age of Sigmar 40k. But the thing is that I think it's going to be a great opportunity. I already played through 7th edition. No, I played through 6th edition, then 7th edition. I was there when 6th fell. I was there when 7th fell. I was there when 6th came and went. I'm going to be there when 7th goes. And I'm going to be here when 8th comes in. So, because really I'm liking what they're trying to do. So when the new Space Wolf stuff comes in, when the new rules for Space Wolves comes in, you're gonna see me, and you're going to, and so not only am I going to do the Space Wolves stuff, but what I'm also going to do is I am going to do the I'm going to do the core rules to kind of help anyone who follows me to kind of get an understanding of the core rules base. So I hope you all enjoyed this little unboxing of Ultimate Power, and I hope you enjoy it. Leave your comments below if you have any questions, or just want to powwow. Have a happy hunting.